Okay, welcome back. Last time we started up the final part of the additional scenario, and now we're in the Kadath Mandala. Don't let it fool you, that it just has a pretty much exact... It basically uses the same aesthetic as the actual final dungeon, but we're in the Kadath Mandala, not the Monad Mandala. Anyway, so last time we managed to get the first of Shiori's, whatchamacallit, basically the parts of her psyche. And today we are going to, well, make some more progress getting towards having all of them, because we need to, you know, kind of help her to get all of them back so she can return to basically being a person. And, you know, well, we're going to have to fight our way through some enemies to get through here. On the plus side, I'm hoping that I can at least... Okay, that's not ideal, but I'll be okay. Basically, I'm hoping that I can at least in some way... I'm hoping that I can find an enemy that I can negotiate with, and in that way, I might be able to get the ultimate weapons into the forms I want them in, like, before I actually reach the end of the game. Because, I guess, to pull back the magic curtain just a moment, I had just the regular ones for the entire playthrough up to this point. Well, not up to this point, and in the initial recordings, because I'm having to re-record this entire area. Because, well, I recorded them, and then just, I'm a bit dumb. And I basically had it all on one thing, and it just didn't pick up, like, my actual narration. So I'm here, re-recording this. So, yeah, let's hope I can get through this without too much hassle. I mean, I say without too much hassle, I know me, I'm gonna get some hassle. Because, let's be real, that's how I seem to end up with every single game I ever play. But hey, you know what? I don't mind, it's only a few hours. Like, it's not like I have to do the entire game a third time, you know? So, fun fact, since I've had to re-record this game, yeah, this will be the third time I've fully played through this game in the last year. Not that that's actually an issue, because the game's really good. Like, genuinely, the game is really solid. Also, there are various blocked paths through here, which honestly is kinda nice. Where's Baofu going? My man is getting out of here. He does not want to be in this fight anymore, by the looks of things. Like, he is running for it. Okay, let's just try to hit everything as much as I can, I suppose. Fire Breath is not the play there, so let's go for Ice. And just hit him with the Zeodyne. And it just it just kamikazes into me, so, if nothing else, I can at least revive Baofu. I can revive him so he'll at least get the EXP for this fight. Honestly, I don't know what I did in this playthrough, but like, I feel like I made Baofu so much weaker than he initially was, and I don't know how. Also, Tatsuya is like right on the boundary of that level up. Wait, there's a store right here? Okay. I'll be honest, I knew that there was a store in here, I didn't know I knew that there was a store in here, I didn't know I would have access to it so early on. Like, I've never, like, as I just said a couple of minutes ago, I have played through this game 3 times now, I'd never seen it this early. And while I'm here, you know what, let's just use a couple of these and I can just buy more. I didn't mean to fully restock Katya's SP, but you know what, that's fine, chewing souls are dirt cheap, and money is not an item to me. And money is no longer an issue for me. So you know what, let's just restock on everything. Okay, off we go, and let's quickly just see what everyone has to say. Is this also part of Shiori-san's psyche? No, that's not it. This Satomi Tadashi is one created by the entire collective unconsciousness. Maybe. Their goods are the same as their goods are all the same as any other store? That's no fun. If they had some special regional goods, the customers would just not come at all, let's be real. I now thought Sorry, I never thought I'd see a face. I never thought I'd see that face in a place like this. But I have to admit, I kind of feel more at ease. But anyway, how do you think they get the goods they sell? Why is there a Omi Tadashi here? Who's that shopkeeper? I've heard of before that there were 7 sisters running them, but who in the world is she? Okay, so you do get access to various Satomi Tadashis throughout here. I say various, I've only ever seen like 1 or 2. I've never seen that one before, but you know what? That'll be fine. Also, fortunately, I know how to negotiate with apologise now. And it's not by doing that I misclicked. Oh, I'm off to a flying start today. Okay, good to know that Baofu can get eagerness out of it. However, you do this. You just hit them with the child's claim, and now I'll be able to form a pact with apologise. I don't know how that's pronouncing it. I don't know if that's how you're actually meant to pronounce it. I remember hearing it pronounced that way in Smite one time, so I'm just rolling with it. Also, I'm currently too level to actually form a pact with it, so, my bad. But, you know what, we'll manage. And also, I'm so glad I have just, this hits everything magic on a lot of things now. Because, honestly, it's just very nice to have. I'm gonna save Crescent Mirror, though, because obviously Crescent Mirror is Crescent Mirror is like Maya's super special move. It's the one that only she gets. Like, only Artemis gets it. And I accidentally opened the menu for the save states. But that's fine. To be honest, like, I have save states from, like, way further ahead, but whatever, it will be fine. So, my plan for today's episode was to try and make it through, like, 2 or 3 towers, and hopefully I don't get lost. Hopefully if I don't get lost for too long, this is still doable. And who do I want to switch? I know, I'll switch Hastua to Maya, because now I can cast Dark Verdict, and that'll wipe out the Cherubs, and then Fire Breath will probably wipe out the Vasukis, and this should be good to go. We should kill them all in one turn before they get to move. Perfect. That is exactly what I needed. But obviously I'm currently not high enough level to be able to negotiate and form a pact with some of the demons I want to have pacts with, so we're going to be working on this just for a little bit. Where does this go? I'll be honest, I know that in one of them, I know that way further on, like way later down the line. Also these two, these use the other side for negotiation for them. But I know that this one works, like for me to hopefully get transformation for the weapons. And I've lost my train of thought. Yeah, I've lost my train of thought, I shouldn't have done that. Either way, I'll form a pact now, and I'll just get rid of the run of Hernia, because I won't be seeing Hernia again for the rest of the game. Oh, yeah, that's it. I'm hoping to probably get 2 or 3 of these towers done in this episode. Like, no guarantees, but hopefully I can get through fast enough. So let's go for Akritide, and honestly, we will probably just destroy them all from here, so it wouldn't be too much of an issue. Because I remember Valkyries are all weak to magic. They resist all physical attacks, but they are weak to all magic. Or at least most magics. Like, I think it's like all elemental stuff, but they might be resistant to a couple of certain things. Okay, we are here now. Is this where I need to go? That's a blocked path, so I can't go there. I never thought I would manage to get myself so lost so early on in here. Like, I genuinely didn't think it was feasible for me to manage to get myself so lost so quickly. But I guess there's a first time for everything. And if nothing else, I'm getting decent EXP on every single fight, so I can't complain too much. However, I do now need to switch Katsuya to Ice Breath, because a lot of things in here resist fire, or just outright block it would be more accurate. So Heavy Rain finishes this off, and I might get a mutation if I'm lucky. Do I get a mutation? No, I do not, but I do get 3 people have levels up. So let's go Vitality, sorry, Dexterity, Strength, and Agility. Honestly, from here on in, I think I'm probably just gonna focus a lot on Maya's Dexterity just for her general magic power. Okay, let's go up here. And I don't know how I've managed to get this lost so quickly. Like, I navigated here so well last time, and this time it is just going so horrendously wrong. Oh, Wonglong doesn't have Frenzy available yet. That's a little on the inconvenient side, but Maya can cast Dark Verdict. And Tatsuya doesn't have Deathbound yet. That's also maybe a little on the inconvenient side. But you know what? We'll manage, because this won't be too much of a hassle. Okay, it'll be a little bit of a hassle, but it won't be a problem. Would be a more accurate statement. And Dark Verdict nearly finishes them off. And there's Rakamdra, so I guess all of my hard work there was for nothing. But there we go, they're dead anyway. Perfect. And while I'm... Well, okay, Ulala went up a level. And while I'm now just gonna hopelessly wander around here for ages, I'll stop myself as soon as I make progress, though. So now, I have, like, news and stuff to talk about, because, well, since I had to stop recording for, like, 3 weeks, turns out they had, like, all the, like, conferences and stuff. As I'm recording this, there was a Nintendo Direct today, and also, just, like, I can do a general update on, like, hey, this is what I did during the time where I couldn't sit and record stuff. What I did during the time where I couldn't sit and record stuff was I played Yakuza 3. Like, just like all of it. I've played it from start to finish. Turns out that game, really good. But also just, yeah, I wouldn't recommend going for 100% completion on it. Like, I enjoyed my time playing the game, but going for 100% completion turned out to just be miserable. But that's largely just because, like, look, I'll be honest. I've played 3 of those games now. I've played, obviously, Kiwami 1, Kiwami 2, and now with a remaster of 3. And I'll be honest, I still don't understand Mahjong. I don't understand it. I've tried. I have managed it in each game by complete chance. And I'm gonna heal before I go into this tower. Because... so, pretty much, as you go through each of these, some you have to fight. But they will ask you a question, and depending on how you respond, you will either have to fight them, or they'll just let you go forward. In the middle of the tower, there sat a great one, shining like the sun. The world within me sits on the lotus. The vision of space is me, the Holy One. I am thou, thou art Virochana. So I ask thee, is that ein Atman thine true self? Dost thou affirm or deny that the thou within thyself is thou? Salute! This great one is the king of the Asuras, being antagonistic to the Hindu gods. Well now, what is your answer? The ancient Upanishads. Also, I apologize in advance for any mispronunciations of things. That's the foundation of Indian philosophy. What? I'm right here thinking about it, so that probably means I'm here. I think, so wait, what am I? What a load of shit. Of course I exist. I wonder, you could also say that an egoistic adherence to the self breeds suffering. This is a question for our attitudes towards ourselves. I think Maya is like... so, it's like, there's obviously a me, or it's like, I wonder if there's such a thing as a self, or if it's like, the whole thing is a thing, I don't know. It's a philosophy thing, I don't know. And what is the vow before me? Know that to deny thy oneness with Brahman is, in other words, to return thyself to self and the universe to nothingness. Thou, I am thou illusory woman who attempts to shred that thou art. Be gone. Okay, so I clicked the wrong answer, so I have to fight Virochana now. I'm gonna... Well, it said it was like the sun, so I'm going to assume that this guy is weak to fire. So... I can't... I am not on it today. Wow. It's like the sun, so it'll be weak to fire. Yeah, disregard what I just said. Weak to water and ice. That's what I meant. Okay, let's go for Bufudine. And then, I guess, we can also go for Magnetine. And hopefully... Well, there's fire as as predicted. So let's go for Ice Blast and see how much that does. It isn't weak to either of those. That's good information for me to have. However, let's go for Mataru Kaja now, using these two. And now Maya can cast Bufu down again. Then Baofu can switch... actually, let's not do that. Wait, if I switch him to Hastur and go for Aqua Tide, and then Aqua Dyne on Seth, I can go for Heavy Rain with these two. And they should get a lot of damage out. And then Maya can also, you know, get her hit in. So there's Mirage, that's not going to do a massive amount. Now all of our physical attacks go up, and now Heavy Rain should hit for a significant chunk. 574, that was, turns out that is not actually weak to water. Interesting, but it hit for a significant chunk of damage anyway. So let's just go for Kamataichi, and do I have anything with Maya and Baofu together? Anything at all? I don't think I do. Wait, I might be able to get something with them here. Yeah, I will be able to. I can switch Baofu back to Beelzebub and get them to go for Boulder Smash. It's obviously not exactly the ideal situation, but hey, we'll get some damage out. I'll be honest, I know that there's a couple that you have to fight here, but honestly, I don't remember the answers for all the questions. I don't remember all the answers for the questions, and I'm no. Well, there we go, we win. Yeah, we didn't even get much EXP for that. Maya and the others obtained 50 Magician cards. Maya and the others obtained Shiori's Trapezohedron of Reason and left the Tower of Reason behind. Okay, so, basically, when we meet each of these things, they'll ask us a question, and if we give an answer that they are satisfied with, they will just leave, give us the thing. Like, they'll leave, give us the thing, and we don't have to fight them. However, if we don't give them an answer that they are satisfied with, they will throw hands. And let's just go for Frenzy, because Frenzy does a ton of damage. And also, this Berserker enemy is going to bug me a bit. I just know it. So let's try to get rid of him, and hopefully Pressure Needle will one-shot Shub Nugurev. It didn't, because it missed. But either way, I think we should be okay. I'm just gonna run, actually. I know that Maya shouldn't be... Wait, Maya is in danger. Okay, now we're not in danger anymore. That almost went so badly. Like, as soon as I display any form of, like, confidence that something's gonna go well, I should never do that. Like, I should never believe that things will go well in my playthroughs, because as soon as I display that form of confidence, I will immediately be humbled by just something just atrociously going wrong. Okay, Mediarahan. Everyone's back to full health. Off we go. Now, I do not know where to go for each of these. And also, fun fact, last time when I ran through this, which was 2 or 3 days ago, I did not end up fighting Virochana. I guessed right that time. So who knows, I might end up in a situation where I do remember how to negotiate with this thing and how to get it happy, but I don't know what the exact, like, no, I'm level 62 or 63 now. I should be able to form a pact with this thing, I think. Which honestly could come in very handy. I have too many pacts. Great, let's get rid of this one, because I won't need it anymore. Because that's just, I think that's like the birds. Like the birds that are like carrying the knives. I might be wrong. That may be a weird way to describe it, but I think that's what they are. Okay, so now these are thrones. So I negotiate with them doing this way, and hopefully they'll give me a rumor about either the legendary sword or the legendary handgun. And from there, I can hopefully get towards the thing that I want to get. So, let's go. Give me information. It just gave me some money, okay. Not exactly ideal. I honestly would have rather probably just had them there. Honestly, I probably would have gotten more benefit out of just killing those ones there. But, well, you know, that's just how it is sometimes. Okay, two of these things are weak to physical attacks, and then the last one is, like... The two of these are weak to physical attacks, and then the other is magic damage only. So I'm going to focus the other two on Talos, and the others can just focus on the others. Thresher Needle with the one-shot kill is very welcome. Okay, that goes pretty much perfectly. Because now... Okay, there we go. Perfect. Simple as that. I love it when I just get a clean fight with a basic enemy. Oh, and an Awaken. An Awaken is an item that basically just skips a rank, pretty much. So, like, if I used it on... Like, if I used it on Beelzebub, it would just jump straight up to the next rank. So I might save that for when it gets, like, 7. Anyway, into the Tower of Perseverance we go. And this is Sakya. In the center of the tower, a great being sits in the shining moonlight. I'm Sakya, one awakened from Maya. If the reality is an illusion bound by Jiva, I don't know how to pronounce that, let us preach enlightenment together so as to release living beings from their spiritual bondage. To the woman who has the same name as my mother and the illusion that torments me, what is yourself, as far as you all are concerned? Ten Hut! This great one who founded Buddhism and is the awakened one. Well now, what is your answer? It's none other than a bad guy. Right, Sarizawa? Don't ask me. I feel like I've been beating my head on a brick wall over this stuff. A bad guy, huh? Well, that's true. I think what we are to ourselves is different for each person. But no matter what kind of person you might be, if you deny what you are, that's enough to keep you from moving forward. What is yourself as far as you are concerned? That which brings about doubt and suffering, or an irreplaceable treasure. I mean, this is like pretty heavy, like, philosophy stuff. I'm gonna go with that which brings doubt and suffering, but I think it's the wrong answer. Oh, precisely. It is the egotism of gaining attachment to imprisonment by the non-existent illusion called I that ultimately brings suffering to yourself and the world. All things lack inherent identity. Remember to accept that everything in this transient world changes from having no substance to having substance on the basis of dependent origination? I think that's a word. This understanding is what will bring an end to suffering. The woman whom you all seek is one still imprisoned by powerful egotism. I shall entrust unto you the perseverance. That is the source of her character and vitality. Please do convey to her that she may refine the ability to understand and the teachings of the Buddha. The Great One vanished. My envy has obtained 200 Hierophant cards. My envy has obtained Shiori's trapezohedron of perseverance and left the Tower of Perseverance behind. Okay, so I know that Drive is the next one. I think I also get access to a Velvet Room and Trish's Fountain soon. And while I'm here, I might as well throw a negotiation out. Honestly, I probably shouldn't do this, because I'm eventually going to lose a ton of EXP doing this. And a couple of these fights are, like, actually really hard from what I remember. I'm not... Weirdly enough, there's a couple of fights in here that I'm worried about, and the final one isn't one of them. Like, that fight, I am pretty convinced I'll be able to breeze through in, like, 10 minutes. Okay, give me information. It didn't have any information, but hey, it gave me a little bit of money, I suppose. Okay, so you do nothing here. I'll switch to Hastur and go for Dark Verdict. I'll go for Madoon, and I'll go for Frenzy, and we will be perfectly set up to just wipe all these guys out in one turn. And Seth hits rank 6. Very nice, because I think I get Deathbound sooner rather than later. And Deathbound hits everything, which is kind of nice. Oh, also he has Trish's Fountain. So we can go in here, and... okay, so she now sells ice cream, because I set up one of the rumors to do so. However, there is a second rumor pertaining to Trish that you can use. Also, we have a Velvet Room here. So, in case you want to fuse or change your personas around, you can do that. But I think... Oh, that's a blocked path. So there's a second rumor pertaining to Trish, which is kind of funny. It's basically called Money Grubber Reformed. And pretty much, you can spread the rumor that she has changed her ways. And this will do one of two things. Either she will completely change, and all of her prices will go way, way down. Or she'll be like, man, why did I make all of this so cheap? And she will then, like, charge double. Also, I'm gonna do a ton of damage to myself here and just reflect everything back on myself. Also against the Super Nigura, but honestly that didn't do all that much. It's because because people that got reflected back onto were, like, null for damage. So, you know what? I will call that a success. Also, when I say I was worried about a couple of the fights in here, it's actually one of these ones. Like, I think it's actually this next one. I'm pretty sure Drive is the next one, and that's the one I'm actually really worried about. Izanami? Let's switch away to... No, I shouldn't use Isis for that. Let's just use Asteria. So, we can go for the Twinkle Nebula, then Frenzy damage, Aquaritide, all of these. And honestly, I should be good to go, I think. I probably won't kill all the Taloses in one turn, but I think I should be pretty much good to go. Okay, perfect. I say perfect, I was actually about as far from perfect as it could possibly be, but hey, we'll finish them all off here. And Maya and... Okay, wow, yeah, that's all... Okay, you know what? Maya and Ulala are basically caught up with each other. Baofu is starting to really fall behind, though. I'm not exactly happy about that. But hey, I guess this kind of always happens in, like, every RPG I play. I always end up with, like, one party member who's just, like, a tiny bit behind. I think P5 stops this. Like, P5 prevented me from having that situation happen because I just maxed out Mishuma's Confidant. Honestly, bless Mishuma's Confidant in Persona 5. It is one of my favourite ones, just because I like having people about as evenly leveled as I can, and just being able to passively have everyone and just being able to have everyone, whether they're in combat or not, gain 100% EXP is just so helpful by maxing out as Confidant. Like, even if you don't like him all that much as a character, genuinely I would recommend doing a social link just for that. You know, it also kind of a bonus, because I did kind of like him as a character. Anyway, enough rambling about that guy. Also, I guess while I'm on the topic of, like, Persona stuff, while I was away, that Persona 3 remake got leaked, then announced officially. So, yeah, that's kind of cool, I guess. I don't really think the game needed a remake, but hey, I'm not gonna complain about it being in a thing. Like, I have a couple of concerns, but I have a couple of concerns about most games. Also, this is a lot of blocked paths. Okay, I'm just gonna run from this specific set of enemies whenever I see them, because honestly, they're annoying to deal with. So yeah, I have a couple of, like, maybe doubts and concerns, but, well, you know, that's just how it is sometimes. Also, I will say, I did get a good laugh when it's like, we won't be including Femc. And I did that wrong. So basically, I'll be honest, like, I own a physical copy of Persona 3 Portable. I never bothered playing it. I bought it in, like, 2015 or 2016 before it just, like, spiked up in price massively after the P5 boom happened. I don't know if that's actually a thing, but it seems like the price just skyrocketed after the series became, like, super mainstream popular. Can I get a rumor yet? No, I cannot. But it healed me, so that's kind of nice. So yeah, I pretty much bought it, and then I just never played it because I didn't really have a practical means of doing so. I say I didn't have a practical means of doing so because I basically had the tragic time of having a PSP where, like, the battery didn't really work properly, and X button didn't really work. So basically, I ended up not playing it for years, and then eventually I played Persona 3 in 2018, and yeah, fantastic game. And then after I finished the game, I went and watched all of Femc's cutscenes. Well, not her cutscenes, her social links. Because, yeah, my takeaway is some of them are kind of nice, but at the same time, she's also kind of a creepy weirdo. Oh, and I'm not really a fan of her. And I'm gonna leave it at that before I massively incur the wrath of the Femc fans. So I'm just gonna leave it at she's not my favorite. However, at the same time, the remake apparently not including... the remake apparently not going to include a lot of the things from FES is also maybe a little bit concerning. Like, I know that some things will probably get shuffled into the main story now. Oh, but like, without the answer, the game is missing its, like, proper ending. Also, yes, I am about to be that guy who's like, the answer isn't that bad. Because the answer isn't that bad. But also, not having all the stuff from FES kinda does a bit of damage to Junpei and Yukari as characters. And also, if it doesn't... And also, I assume this will get just put in anyway, because it kinda needs to be there. But in the original release of Persona 3, Aegis did not have a social link. So, yeah, I feel like that's maybe something that should be included, because obviously she is really important. Oh, cool. A group of 4 Vasukis, can't wait for none of them to have the information I need. Like, I have a couple of little potential concerns, just like, what if they make it too much like P5? Because, like, I feel like all of the Persona games very much have their own kind of identities, and I kind of have a bit of a worry about them, like, kind of bleeding too much into each other. But either way, I'll still play it. It's like, I have concerns, I have some doubts, but still, just like the meme image, I will be there no matter what. And, yeah, that's basically all I really have to say on that. However, that was actually just a perfect moment of yeah, I'm done now, but hang on, wait, there's more. In the event that they do change social links especially, like, if they change them to be like, they give abilities like they do in Persona 5, like, I did think about some and had a couple of ideas. Like, maybe you hang out with Tanaka, and he gives you, like, a discount code for his shop. Because I think that could be kind of cool. Like, it'd be very limited in its use, but it would be something. Maybe Nozomi, the Moon Arcana guy, who just, the Gourmet King, sorry, I forgot his official title. Like, maybe he would make it so, like, food-based healing items will heal more. And then, my favourite one that I thought up was if you used, like, if you hung out with Keisuke, who is the Fortune Arcana character. Like, his entire deal is about, like, wanting to be a doctor. So I thought it would be really cool for him if like, he gave you an ability where like, the higher it is, the more effective it is. But, like, it's if you heal someone. Like, specifically, if the protagonist heals someone, I think it would be really cool. That it like, boosts the healing on other people. But obviously that'd become kind of useless at the end of the game, because, like, I just have Mediarahan, why would I need it? But, like, I think that could be a cool little addition to have. Obviously this is all just me kind of throwing ideas out there. But hey, who knows? Like, could be a neat little thing. I will say, P3's social links, I think it has a couple of just, like, really not great ones, but it also has what I still believe to be the best social link, period, in the series. And that is a social link that, you know, I love when the things get referenced in later games. And, well, that's one of them. And I look forward to it being just as... I look forward to many things in that game being as emotionally devastating this time as they were last. Oh, I guess Ulala is making a run for it this time. But yeah, like, I will say, next time I play P3, which will probably be when I actually do a playthrough, it might actually. It might be, like, I'm not 100% certain. The next time I play P3 will be either, like, when the remake comes out and I play it myself for fun, or when I play it just for the channel. Like, it'll be one of those two. And they will probably be 2 separate playthroughs, because I like to do my first playthroughs, like, off-screen for things. And also, am I near this tower yet? But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm gonna try to use a different party, I think. in my playthrough. Like, I'll probably end up just defaulting back to them, because it's what I felt was my favourite party to run with in the game, for the end. So, I'll obviously end up using everyone, but I remember in my first playthrough, which to this day is still actually my only playthrough of Persona 3, my main party that I ran with was Junpei, Akihiko, and Mitsuru. Because, as it turns out, they're just really good. Like, they kind of cover everything you'd need. And also, I know that it's kind of the meme. It's always been the meme. But I'll be honest, I never really encountered much issue with Mitsuru using Marin Karin. Honestly, like, now that I've said that, I just know that if I started recording it and kept a counter, it would be like the meme where it's just every single turn. And because I know my luck, and my luck is pretty atrocious. But honestly, I never really thought it was that much of an issue. However, I will find it incredibly funny if the remake happens, and then since it'd be based around, like, how you actually having party control, so if you then had actual bad AI party members that then actually are the problem, I would find that so funny. Like, I find that funny to the point at which I kind of want that to be what happens. But, you know, that's just me rambling, so take everything I just said with a grain of salt, so, you know. Anyway, in addition to that, there's also P5 Tactica, that's meant to come out in, like, November, so that looks kinda cool. I will definitely play that. I say that as, P5 Strikers remains unplayed on my PS4. Like, I have it, I physically own it, I just haven't gotten around to playing it yet. Like, I physically own that game, it's installed on my PS4, I just haven't gotten around to playing it yet. To be totally honest, I finished Yakuza, installed it, and went, yeah, I'm gonna play this. Then I got to, like, then I was, like, about to press the button to open the game, and just went, actually, I'm not feeling it, and just turned the PS4 off, and haven't played it yet. To be honest, I think my main reason for that is I'm still kind of 50-50 on it, because, I'll be honest, I'm not really a Muso game type of person. Like, I played a little bit of one of the Dynasty Warriors games, I don't remember which one, and it just really wasn't my type of thing. So, I'd be lying if I said I'm really excited to play it. That, and I have heard that Musos are, like, kind of wildly varying in quality. And honestly, I haven't really heard anyone talk about it. I've heard people say that they really like Sophia and Zenkichi, but, like, other than that, I haven't really heard anyone talk about P5 Strikers all that much. And that's a little bit concerning, to be honest. It's like, it's a Persona game and no one's talking about it. I mean, I say that like I'm not playing... I'm saying that like I'm not, you know, local Persona 1 enjoyer. The game that a lot of people insist doesn't even exist. But either way, whatever. I think I must be near the end of this tower now. I mean, I must be near this tower. I've been wandering around here for like 15 minutes and I'm completely lost. Like, surely this must be it here. No? Is it up here? I really hope it's up here. No, I've looped back around. I'm lost. I'm lost. Like, I am very much just completely lost here. To be honest, I did not want this, I did this, like, 2 days ago, and I found my way around here in, like, 5 minutes. How is this taking, like, 20 this time? Like, I don't know how I manage this. If I didn't manage to consistently have to redo things, and if I didn't somehow manage to find myself in a situation where I redo something and then take longer to do it, I wouldn't believe I managed to get this to happen so often. And that's a blocked path. Okay. Right. So, I need to go all the way back around, up to here. There's like 2 ways I haven't gone. Okay, so I want... Okay, it's a straight path. It is a straight path. I make a left, and I go up. And then I should be where I need to be. And then I'm going to finish this. I'm going to finish off this area, and then I'm going to stop playing. Well, I'm going to stop this episode. Because, honestly, I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated by navigating this one area, not going to lie. Like, it doesn't even... I don't even have a legitimate explanation as to why. Also, I shouldn't have done it that way, but here we are. Well, Cassie hasn't gotten the EXP, but it could be worse. Like, hey, if nothing else, Biofuel get a little closer to being caught up, and Maya goes up a level. So let's go Dexterity, Dexterity, and Vitality, I suppose. So, away we go. Is this where I need to be? It is. I could have been here like 10 minutes ago, but no. But no, I'm stupid. Okay, in we go to the Tower of Drive. Also, warning, the following dialogue is weird. In the middle of the tower, there sat a wicked great one. You're not type of woman, show off beauty, once you've succumbed, you'll be mine. You can save otherworldly pleasures, just like her. Azazel indecently fondled the drive trapezohedron in his hand. Jewelry, fashion, that which women in the transient world will rive in envy over. Anything you desire, I shall give to you. This indecorous creature, not a great word, it was once one of the Grigori, ordered to teach and observe humanity. Now, alas, now they are consumed with lust for human women, and their thoughts are devoted to fornicating illicitly with them. He's one who taught them the mendacious arts of seduction and makeup. Hand over Shiori-san's psyche. I'd be happy to consider it if you give me the woman I desire in exchange. Well, all at once, the men looked at Ulala. So, here's the thing. This is played off as a joke. It's not very funny. What the hell are you looking at me for? This isn't funny. Why should I have to go with that monster? Sorry, Zarkin. I just sort of... No matter how you slice it, this is your time to shine. Go leap it into his arms with all your might. Absolutely not. She's already applied enough makeup to mask her face, and I'm uninterested in the likes of women constantly chasing after men. Hand me that black-haired woman, she has further to fall. And then... Thank you, Katsuya. Absolutely not. We're gonna throw hands. You've just made me angry. What the hell? Why the difference? Hey, I laughed. That was a good one. I laughed a little. Kudos to you. Right, now I'm pissed off. Quit your nitpicking and hand it over, you goddamn perverted devil. Well, hell, guess I'd better tag along. Okay, so now I'm gonna just throw hands with Azazel, and this is one of the only fights I'm worried about, to be honest. Because I know this fight is kind of challenging. Like, I think this is probably gonna be the hardest fight in here. So, let's go for Heartfelt Prayer to get... and go for, yeah, let's get Magic Defense up straight away, and then just do some regular hits. Yeah, we'll do some regular hits for turn 1 and just see where this goes, because I don't remember off the top of my head what, if anything, this guy's weak to. Okay, it's not weak to any of those. So now let's switch and bring up Mataru Kaja. And then go for more regular attacks, I suppose. Only this time we can go for Frenzy, I suppose, and let's see how this does. Okay. Okay, still no weaknesses, but hey, we're getting decent damage out. And now... now I can bring up the one that boosts my magic. And now, we can go for the Bufudine, we can go for Fire Breath, and we can go for the Zeodine. And after this, it's all hands on deck to do damage. Wait, what? Why did it suddenly start absorbing magic? Oh well, let's just get rid of this charm effect off Ulala, because that is not ideal. Don't know how an energy drink gets rid of the charm effect, but here we are. Okay, so, we do that. Now, let's boost up these stats like we intended. And Katsuya can switch back to Hyperion, because Hyperion is his persona. And let's just go for triple down, and this should do a ton of damage. Baofu can do a regular attack, and Maya can cast Diarahan on Katsuya, I suppose. Mostly just because, well, he's the only person who isn't on full health right now. So normally I'd go for Mediarahan, but I just need for one right now. Okay, it's still on pretty high health. But I'm just going to spam triple down from here on out. And now we can go to... Wong Long. Actually, let's just go for fusion spells. Stone Rise. We'll go Stone Rise with these three. And Bufu Dine and a triple down. And this should get me a lot of damage out. So that's Stone Rise, hits for nothing. It absorbs ice, it absorbs earth. I think it might just be weak to... I think it's just... yeah, I think I just need to physically hit this thing. So let's go Straight Slash, Frenzy, Triple Down, and a regular attack. And Maya can just patch everyone else up if need be. And Vismit... Oh, well, it's dead. Perfect. That sorted that out. So, Baofu got a level up. Nice. After Azazel disappeared, the shining object floated in the air. Near it, Zula leapt back in as if it slipped through space. Good job, soldiers. I salute you for your adequacy. Save this, you son of a bitch. Heh. Scary. Did you say something? No? No? Behold, Shiori Miyashira's drive trapezohedron. It's filled with every desire she harbors. In that case, wouldn't it be better to leave it behind? You know, money, cute clothes, delicious food, or... Oh, maybe she'd want a guy. Isn't every day hard on her because she's got wants but no satisfaction? Idiot, you couldn't live without them. Besides which, it's natural for humans to desire even greater happiness, so long as they're not being manipulated. It's different if you give up on your spiritual development or something like that, but otherwise I think there's no wrong way to go about achieving it. At least, so long as your desires don't violate the well-being of the majority. It can be either sustenance for life, or can become a poison that wrecks your body. It's just like booze in that regard. I mean, you ain't exactly wrong. Well, you got a point. Okay, but now I'll keep on like I always have too. No, in your case, Alright, so keeping with those natural desires, maybe I ought to take a little peek. I'm kind of curious about what other people want. You got some bad taste. Well, that's just like Serizawa. Ulala appeared into Shiori's trapezohedron of drive. Oh wow, amazing, it's so graphic. What, this is that Shiori-san person? Hey, no one told me she was so pretty. Whoa. Oh, look what she's doing now. Maya, come here, come here. You gotta see this too. Man, no peeking. Honestly, I have no respect for voyeurs of other people's psyches. Okay, so, depending on what you do, you get, I think it's like 50 devil cards or 200 temperance ones. So what I'm gonna do is make a big brain play and save state. So I'll go with, well, just a peek. Maya and Ulala appeared into Shiori's trapezohedron of drive. Various kinds of food and entertainment, fluffy beds, green tea, and resorts anyone would yearn for. Inside the torrent of those images, a small boy appears, whirls in, and gets swept away several times over. Mixed in among them, the forms of Shiori and Tatsuya are... It seems Shiori had a complicated drive when it came to Tatsuya. Maya and Ulala looked at each other, then at Tatsuya. Are you satisfied? You done now? Oh, while you're messing around here, her psyche's starting to fade. Let's hurry on. We can't tell them about this. Sorry, it's not devil cards, you get hanged man cards. So if I just load for state here and go, I know, right? Then it's just Ulala who gets reprimanded by Tatsuya for it. And it's just like, well, can't tell him that. And you get 200 Temperance cards. Anyway, we get the trapezohedron of Drive and leave the Tower of Drive behind. And honestly, I'm glad that's over because I hate all of that. And also the fact that it took me so long to navigate to here. Anyway, I'm going to save here and end off today's episode because it's taken about 20 minutes longer than it should have. Okay, so I'm going to end this one off here. As always, feel free to leave a comment or click any buttons down below if you feel so inclined, and I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.